everyone. I am faced with several questions today, such as, why can I never sleep on special program days? Why do I always do these on no sleep? Why do people post everything from these like 5 minutes after they go live? I've already been spoiled on some stuff. I don't know. Sorry to go into this annoyed, but such is life. Version 4.3 special program. Let's check it out.
Okay, everyone. I assume that you know why we're here, right?
I've checked the perimeter. The coast is all clear.
All right, then it's time. Time to shop for the latest fashions at Chioria Boutique. Huh. Don't you think something sounds a little off about that line?
Yeah, this is Chioria Boutique that we're talking about. I feel like we need something that sounds, I don't know, a little more extravagant, maybe?
We'll have to talk about it later. The lights have been turned on and the audience is already here. The program is starting.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.3 special program. Yay!
Hi!
As you can see, our show is sponsored by Chioria Boutique, one of the leading fashion houses in Fontaine. But before we go any further, let's take a moment to watch the version 4.3
Chioria sounds Japanese. It sounds Inazuman. It doesn't sound Fontainian.
trailer.
Camera operator. That can be a pretty technical job. Are you really up to it?
Ooh, Navia, fashionable. I mean, she always is.
Wait, you put no thought into finding a good camera angle, and the characters weren't in the shot.
Director Farina, yes!
Everyone! Nice to meet you. I am Navia, the president, leader, commander-in-chief, executive director, and boss of Spina di Rosula.
Oh,
Hey there!
Navia. Please save Crystal Eyes. Please save Geo.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Fire!
With the cannons just now, and with like her hair and her general aesthetic, she just gave me big mommy Tomoe vibes from Madoka Magica. I love it.
All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready.
Oh, Karina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Props and lighting set the scene. Actors can get their makeup done. Extras go over your positions.
Ayato.
Camera ready. Get the clapperboard. Actors to your position.
Yo! My boy Xavier is back!
Camera action.
Enough, villain! Pay for the death of our mother!
You're just as naive as her. Did you
I
really
mean, she's
think
on the-
2 muskets would be enough to defeat
art.
me?
For this version.
Evidence!
And here's Chevros. Ooh, polearm.
Drop your weapons! Justice will prevail!
Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. We'll move on to the next scene.
I feel like it's just way too loud. Yoimiya!
Did you really think you'd get away?
Chevros.
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
A body has been discovered.
That was beyond mesmerizing. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Oh, Farina, sweetie. This art does look really cool.
Point 3 special. Welcome back to the version 4.3 special program, everyone. I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of Lumine, and
Sarah.
today I'm joined by.
Hey everybody, I'm Brenna Larson, the voice of Navia, president of the Spina di Rosula.
And I'm Erica Lindbeck, the voice of Chevros.
Yay!
Oh, it's Erica
my gosh, I'm
Lindbeck.
so excited. This is the first
I mean, we
time
knew
we've had
that
you two on a
already, but
special
I
program.
forgot.
Excited.
It's so great. Okay,
Did we
so
know that actually?
we have
I
a
don't think they
tradition
announced
on
the voice actors
program
before.
Where we all get to sing everyone a little song.
Oh.
Huh? Okay.
Okay, nice try. I've seen the special programs before.
You don't want to sing a song? We can sing a, like, a
I
little
love
song
singing,
about
listen.
Genshin. You know? Genshin is... No, okay.
Ooh.
Back
Oh,
to
I
you,
love
back to you.
Sarah.
Okay, like we mentioned before, this program is sponsored by the Chioria Boutique.
Mm.
So while we're sharing content from version 4.3,
Now it seems like it's too
I
quiet.
also wanted to get some inspiration for shooting commercials for the boutique.
We don't want to let our client down.
Yeah, and speaking of new content, we can't have a new version without introducing some new characters. As you already saw in
Tell
the
us
trailer,
about Navia's
Navia
kit.
and Chevrolet will be our new playable
Navia,
characters.
save Geo.
I'm sure many of our viewers are already familiar with Navia after seeing her throughout Fontaine's Archon quest. But who is Chevrolet?
Who indeed? Other Fontaine characters have already mentioned Chevrolet before in their voice lines, but Chevrolet will finally be making an official appearance in version 4.3.
I'm so excited!
So exciting.
Oh, by the way, what do you think of letting one of our characters from the new version take the lead role in our commercial?
Oh, well, I mean, if we're shooting a video for Chioria Boutique, then I think Navia would be an obvious choice. After all, Navia's clothing was designed by Chiori herself.
Wait, Erica, that was actually a really natural sounding product placement for Chioria Boutique. You're amazing at this.
I know it sounds like product placement, but Chiori really was the designer who created Navia's outfit. Next, let's have a look at her fashion show.
Ooh, and by fashion show, we mean her character showcase.
Navia,
I
save
always say
Geo.
that blind optimism isn't the answer. If you want a bright future, you have to go out
I mean, I'm
and
rolling
seize
for her
it with
regardless,
your own two
but-
hands.
But save Geo, please. You're our last hope, Navia.
This one's got your name on it.
She's the first new Geo character we've had in over a year.
I'm sorry, can we take a moment to appreciate how perfectly Chiori customized Navia's clothes and accessories to reflect her personality? She clearly pays a lot of attention to the small details.
Erica, I love how seriously you're taking the sponsorship. It's really great.
It's important.
While we're on this topic, though, Navia's parasol seems pretty interesting. On the outside, it looks like a delicate accessory used to block out the sun, but on the inside, there's actually a secret firearm that can be used to ward off enemies at a moment's notice.
God,
It's
I love
elegant
her.
and fierce all at once. Just like Navia herself.
Exactly. Even when it comes to her enemies, Navia is not the type to eschew basic
Hold up. Alright. This is her normal attack from the looks of it. When obtaining an elemental shard created from the crystallized reaction, or like a talent related, like a passive talent, when gaining an elemental shard, Navia will gain a crystal shrapnel charge. Based on the number of crystal shrapnel charges consumed, Navia will open her elegant yet lethal gunbrella, firing multiple Rosula shard shots that can penetrate opponents. The more Rosula shard shots that strike opponents, the greater the geo damage dealt to them. Kind of reminds me of Ningguang a little bit, but like, instead of building up the charges by doing normal attacks, you build them up by picking up crystallized shards. Interesting.
etiquette, so she prefers to maintain appropriate distance while in combat. While using her elemental skill, Navia opens her gunbrella and fires multiple Rosula shard shots that can pass through opponents, dealing geo damage upon
Oh, I
a
see.
successful strike.
Ooh.
For a period of time after using her elemental skill, Navia's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will deal increased damage and become infused with the power of Geo, which cannot be overridden.
Now, when Navia's in
Nice.
combat, there are these little markings around her that look like bullets. I wonder if that's some sort of ammo for the gunbrella?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you guessed
Ooh, I
it.
see.
When a character in the party obtains an elemental shard created from the crystallized reaction, Navia will gain crystal shrapnel charges. Navia will consume these charges after unleashing her elemental skill. Her skill damage increases with the number of charges that she's accumulated.
Mono Geo plus
Oh,
Farina
okay,
team just
okay,
got a
okay.
huge
So
buff.
you're saying that Navia's elemental skill becomes more powerful if she works together with other characters in the party to trigger the crystallize reaction.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, great.
Navia's elemental burst calls forth the Rosula Dorata Salute, which unleashes a massive bombardment on opponents in front of her, periodically dealing Geo elemental damage. I should also mention that Navia will accumulate crystal shrapnel charges at certain intervals if she strikes enemies with the Rosula Dorata Salute.
Ooh, now that salute is spectacular. That's awesome.
I heard that the Spina di Rosula likes to perform firearm salutes before important negotiations. You know, as a way to celebrate future success. And don't misunderstand, you guys, it's not an intimidation tactic at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's just the Spina's way of showing respect in their own way.
Yeah, totally.
Not intimidating at all.
No.
As the president of the Spina di Rosula, Navia is always trying to collect the latest intel by exploring all corners of Fontaine. When Navia is dispatched on a 20-hour expedition in Fontaine, rewards gained will be increased.
Nice.
Okay, so we just mentioned that Navia
Always
is the president
appreciate
of
that.
the Spina di Rosula. So I think we should bring up Spina's contributions to averting Fontaine's prophesized crisis. I mean, it was all thanks to Navia's leadership.
Exactly. Some people even lost their lives during that disaster. I'm certain that those events weighed heavily on Navia, but she remained tough and committed to leading
R.I.P.
the Spina.
Silver and Maloose.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of Fontaine's crisis, though the prophesized dangers are over, the town is probably still busy rebuilding everything, right? I bet Navia's gonna be occupied with that for a long time.
Oh, definitely. That's something that travelers will be able to see for themselves. Navia's story quests, the Rosa Multiflora chapter, will become available in version 4.3. The Spina will be working diligently to rebuild Poisson. Though repairing the houses will be straightforward, the emotional distress may be much more difficult to address. If you're
Yeah,
curious
I
about how
figured
Navia
they
and
were
her crew
gonna-
are going to proceed, then be sure to check it out.
I figured they
so
were gonna
excited.
touch on that
Yeah,
in this
I'm
tab.
looking forward to seeing what happens. Okay, so now that we've introduced Navia,
I'm
it's
sorry, I
time
keep
for Chevrolet's to
adjusting
be
the audio balance.
right. Okay, I know that since she's a newcomer, you probably can't wait to learn more about her. So let's get right into it.
Okay, how should I introduce her? First off, Chevres is the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. It's a Fontainian organization that handles all sorts of difficult cases and dangerous criminals.
Ooh.
She doesn't like to appear in public without good because so if you happen to run into her, it's likely that you're in some sort of trouble.
But as long as you're a law-abiding citizen, there's no need to worry. Chevres is actually really easy to get along with outside of work.
Oh,
I know I'm not the first person to say this, but
with you and go with so many
Chevros's
sauces.
hair reminds me of Syrian. That's the only part of her outfit that reminds me
Final warning.
of Syrian. But,
Hands where I can see them.
outfit design.
What? That was so fire. And I am not just talking about her skills.
Oh my gosh, look at her idol animation. I love that she loves snacks. That is so awesome.
She's a girl's girl, and she gets it.
Yeah, she gets it. She really does. She's not exactly what you'd expect from the captain of the special patrol, though, right?
I guess that's kind of true. I mean, Chevres's work as a captain can be really stressful. I mean, I can't blame the girl for indulging every once in a while to relieve some stress. She even adjusts her
I'm
training
gonna
regimen
guess
to make
the,
up for her snacking habits.
the gun
In
works
fact,
similarly
she trains more than
to
any
Mika's
other member of the
crossbow.
special patrol. Her platoon really admires her for that.
Wow. Okay, she's got some willpower. That is awesome. She's really admirable.
The Special Patrol prioritizes combat ability above all else, so the organization often attracts some eccentric personalities.
Okay.
Yeah. The Special Patrol used to have problems with insubordination, but ever since Chevres took control, everyone has fallen into line, which does not surprise me at all. She commands respect among her peers, and she's a formidable fighter, and she leads by example. Though she demands excellence from her platoon, she holds herself to even higher standards. She always tries to be an example for others to follow, whether it's investigating cases
You know,
or
normally I
marksmanship
love
practice.
multicolored
It
hair,
looks like a lot of her skills
But
involve
I feel
using
like
a
she would look
musket.
a lot
She
better
must
without
be a
the
pretty
white
good shot.
streaks.
For sure. Chevrolet and her musket are basically partners in crime. They're inseparable. She definitely knows her way.
Short-ranged rapid interdiction fire. Chevrolet quickly shoulders her musket and fires at her opponents, dealing AoE pyro damage. Hold to enter aiming mode, locking a target within her sights to fire a precise shot. For a short duration, after Chevrolet fires a shot, she will continuously restore HP to your active character on the field. Oh, she heals. So she really is just Fire Mika, huh?
Around a firearm. Chevrolet uses her musket to fire at opponents during her elemental skill. For a period of time after unleashing her elemental skill, Chevrolet will continuously restore HP to the active character on the field. During her elemental burst, Chevrolet fires an explosive grenade with her musket, which will split into secondary explosive shells upon impact. Haha, impact.
Whoa. Wait, I noticed that Chevrolet has bullet-like markings around her during combat. Can she shoot a special type of ammo?
That's right. Chevrolet obtains an overcharged ball when a nearby party member triggers the overloaded reaction. Holding Chevrolet's elemental skill will consume this special ammo to unleash an even more powerful pyro attack that covers a larger AoE. This attack will also grant an attack buff to all pyro and electro characters in the party.
Overloaded is getting a buff?
That's where the name Overcharged Ball comes from.
Chevrolet actually came up with the
Interesting.
name herself.
Oh.
She was reading a novel where the protagonist believed that names held a lot of power. If you give something a cool-sounding name, then you've given yourself an advantage over your enemies. That kind of logic resonated with her, I guess.
Wait, where
well,
have I heard that
guess
before?
she has a point.
Oh, I should also mention what happens if Chevrolet is paired with all pyro and electro characters. If your party contains at least one character of either type, then triggering the overloaded reaction will cause an opponent's pyro and electro resistances to decrease.
Okay, so it seems like Chevrolet could really shine in an overload
Oh
team.
my god,
though.
she's Nilu, but
I
for
also did
overloaded.
notice that Chevrolet isn't solely limited to a musket. She also uses a pole arm in combat. Okay, honestly, if I were a criminal, I feel like I'd be pretty nervous if she came after me.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, Chevrolet
Most people
actually
who have
seems
something
pretty fun
hide
to play
avoid her
around
like
with.
Their lives depend on it. And maybe it does. In all seriousness, though, that's why Chevrolet trains so hard. She has to be able to catch a wide variety of cunning criminals who try to evade her at all costs. So when Chevrolet is in your party, stamina consumption from sprinting is decreased.
Oh, I love that.
These two new characters are great. Both of them would be great leads in our commercial. I don't know, it's so hard to choose.
I know. And I will make this even harder for you.
Oh no.
We're about to
Oh
take
boy,
a look
who are
at
the
what
other
event
banners?
wishes that travelers can look forward to in version 4.3. The candidate pool for the lead role of our commercial is about to get
I
even
assume
bigger.
Ayaka.
Oh, no. In the first half of version 4.3,
Yep.
travelers can look forward to event wishes for Navia and Ayaka. A new 5-star claymore, Verdict, will also be featured in the
Whoa,
weapon event
that
wish.
looks
In the
cool.
second half of version 4.3, we'll
Yep,
have
I kind of figured
returning
we'd be
event
seeing
wishes from the
Raiden.
Raiden Shogun and Yoimiya. During this time, Chevrolet will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Yay.
Be sure to check them out if you're interested.
That's awesome. Travelers can also look forward to 2 new artifact sets in version 4.3. Songs of Days Past and Nighttime Whispers in the Echoing Woods. Be sure to keep an eye on future announcements to learn more about them.
This seems like the perfect time for our first break. We've shared a ton of information so far, and I bet travelers could use some time to digest it all.
You're right, for sure.
Definitely.
Let's take a break while we take a look at the second group of redemption codes. The version 4.3 special program is brought to you by Chiyoria Boutique and will return shortly.
So, here's hoping that the second half weapon banner has Favonius bows on it for the 4-star bow. Cause, oh god, we need them. Please, please, spare Favonius bows.
Welcome back, everyone. So, we've thoroughly discussed our casting options for the Chiyoria Boutique commercial. But the content of the commercial is also important, right? Do you have any ideas?
if we're making a commercial for Chioria Boutique, then how about we include some event footage of Chiori?
Oh! Yay!
Chiori is actually going to appear in the event for version 4.3.
What?
Hmm.
Well, the travelers have been able to see her store in the court of Fontaine. They'll finally get
We
to meet her
have?
in person.
Yes, I know. Travelers can also look forward to meeting Ayaka and Ayato in Fontaine. Chiori suggested that they should stop by, so here they are.
So cool.
Hey, this is actually the perfect time for a word from our sponsor. An Inazuma-born fashion icon, Chiori! Chioria Boutique is your one-stop shop for the latest and most
That
influential
explains
fashion
why
in Fontaine.
Chioria sounds very Inazuman.
That is right. Chiori is acquainted with the Kamisato siblings because she's also from Inazuma. She actually introduced Ayaka and Ayato to Xavier and recommended that they make the trip to Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival.
So exciting. Will you tell us more about the Fontanalia Film Festival?
Oh, the Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights. According to the myths, they went on a quest to search for the Oceanids and eventually welcomed the Hydro Archon Egeria to Fontaine.
Oh,
It's one of the most
Lord.
important festivals in Fontaine, like what the Windbloom Festival is to Mondstadt and Lantern Rite is to Liyue.
Ah, so exciting.
Hmm.
The Fontaine Film Association proposed the Fontanalia Film Festival earlier this year, and during this time, the public may submit films for evaluation. The entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
Well, we can see Farina working with Ayaka and the others here. So wait, does this mean that there's a chance that Farina might win
I'm
the
really
Farina Award?
Glad to see Farina
Okay,
stepping
now I'm
into the
intrigued.
director role.
Well,
After
I'm
her
sorry,
story
but I'm
quest.
gonna have to leave you in suspense. If travelers are curious about what Ayaka and the others are doing in Fontaine, or how Farina fared, you'll just have to play the event when the new version becomes available.
So we know that several friends from Inazuma will be in Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but travelers have so much more to be excited about. Travelers will also have the opportunity to participate in a variety of activity booths during the festival. Each one will have a different theme.
Ooh.
Ah, so cool. The first activity booth is the 1000-pace interdiction arc minute sharpshooting zone. In this activity, travelers will use the special security and surveillance patrol simulation device to practice targeting
Oh
and
my
shooting
God.
opponents.
Yep.
Ooh.
The Special Patrol wanted the public to experience how
Oh my
fun
God.
target practice can be.
And the second activity booth is called Trick Shots Tricky Lights. In this activity,
Standard combat
travelers will
event.
use the studio's special lighting effects to film a fight scene.
Oh,
Take
that's
advantage
fun
of the
though.
buffs brought about by the special lighting effects to defeat an endless stream of opponents and obtain a higher score.
So cool. Those special lighting effects are really giving off old movie vibes. Navia's movements are also super smooth. It's all so atmospheric.
Oh, for sure. But not everyone is enjoying the fun and games. Travelers will meet a contract employee at the third activity booth. She needs some help with her demanding client. During the activity Extreme Drive, travelers will help her test out stabilization mecha balls.
Look at how the traveler chases after those stabilization mecha balls. Okay, I bet that contract employee can relate since she's being chased down by that client.
Totally.
Stabilization mecha balls seem pretty ordinary, but they're actually very agile. They'll automatically avoid all testers by moving in the opposite direction of your movement. You can find jump boosters around the testing grounds. Travelers can use them to jump higher and further, which is perfect for quickly traversing to the other side of a stabilization mecha ball. Travelers in co-op matches will have to find a way to herd as many stabilization mecha balls into their target area as possible within the time limit. The more mecha balls that end up in your area, the more points you'll earn.
The fourth activity booth is called Into the Frame. In this activity, travelers will get to shoot their own scenes by experimenting with different camera positions and narration techniques.
Cool! We get to make a movie! That's awesome.
Yeah.
Travelers might remember helping out Xavier with some filmmaking back in Inazuma, but this seems more professional.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe this can be the inspiration for our commercial.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, a Fontainian man went to Inazuma to shoot a film. I guess international travel can be a source of artistic inspiration. That must have also been true in Chiori's case, since she opened Chioria's boutique in Fontaine.
Ooh, that could be a strong theme for our commercial. Actually,
This looks
Ayaka
fun,
and Ayato aren't
actually.
the only Inazumans traveling abroad in version 4.3.
Yeah, we
Cookie
saw
Shinobu
Yoimiya.
just arrived in
Oh,
Liyue for her
Shinobu.
class reunion.
In Liyue.
Yeah, and Ito decided to tag along as the
Oh,
boss
God.
of the Arataki gang.
Oh,
And
God.
He brought his Onikabuto with him. I think he plans to train his beetles for battle.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp. That name is definitely very Ito.
Mhm.
For sure. And there was also a beetle battle event in version 3.4, right? Ito battles against a super powerful beetle battler. I
Mhm.
believe his name was Grandmaster Hanakado.
That event was fun, actually.
Grandmaster Hanakato made an impressive showing during the last beetle battle event. This time, he's made the trip to Liyue with Ito. It seems like the two of them have met a mysterious new beetle battle master.
What? Who is it? Tell us.
Tell us, tell us,
I'm
tell us.
sorry. I'm sorry. I can't give that away. Travelers will have
Who
to discover
in
their identity
Liyue
during
seems
the
like
event.
they would be good at
Aside
beetle
from meeting this
battling.
mysterious new beetle battle master, travelers can also look forward to new ways to battle. While the movement and charge mechanics remain unchanged from the original event, travelers can now also instruct Onikabuto to use Guard to defend against Electro Bullet and Jet Stream attacks. Make use of the movement, charge, and guard strategies to topple your opponents no matter what they throw at you. Master them, and you'll be ready to tackle the ultimate trial of the strong.
Ooh.
Ooh, Trial of the Strong. Travelers can look forward to encountering an old friend in the Fontanian countryside. That's right, Ullman came to Fontaine and he brought his treasure map and treasure-seeking Seelie along with him.
Yay, new
Our
Sealies!
mini Sealy friend is back!
So cute. Travelers can help restore the Seelie's vitality by absorbing energy from the locations that are marked on Ullman's treasure map. In return, the Seelie will guide us to the locations of buried treasure. After collecting ancient iron coins during this event, you can exchange them for various rewards, including a mini Seelie in your preferred color.
Ooh. Okay, so in the event preview, it looked like some of the treasure is located underwater, but when I first arrived in Fontaine, I discovered that Sealy
Oh my
couldn't
god,
follow
that
me
one's in
underwater.
water.
Is this treasure-seeking Sealy different?
That is very observant of you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
In this iteration
Oh my
of the Lost
God.
Riches event, a new mini Seelie named Brilliance will be available. This new mini Seelie can travel underwater.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Treasure isn't the only thing that you'll discover in Fontaine's countryside. You might also come across a mysterious domain guarded by a unique swordmaster who searches for the meaning of battle. During the Dance of Resolute Will, travelers will get the chance to participate in combat challenges. Each challenge stage will contain 2
Typical
rounds.
combat
Travelers
event.
must select their party compositions before the challenge starts. One of your chosen characters must be used in both rounds, but no other character can be repeated.
Oh, okay.
After you complete a Blade Dance objective during a challenge, you will obtain a heightened verve buff. Defeating opponents while heightened verve is active will grant you more points.
Oh, Navia,
And
queen,
another
please come
old
home.
friend is returning in version 4.3. That's right.
Yo!
It's Leben.
Oh.
Yay!
And if Lieben is around, then that must mean we'll have a chance to trade a bunch of items for Primo Gems again.
We love easy Primo Gems.
Exciting! Okay, so it looks like Lieben isn't the only old friend we'll be reunited with in version 4.3. Several familiar faces will be joining the Genius Invocation TCG.
Senora
After this update,
card.
travelers will have the opportunity to challenge characters
Senora
around
card.
Fontaine.
Ooh.
A new Fontaine-themed table customization will also be available.
I'm so excited to see players challenge the Melazines.
I know, so exciting.
I haven't
Travelers
touched
can look forward to the
TCG in
addition
so
of
long.
several
I need
new
to get
cards,
back to it.
including 6 new character
Ooh.
cards, plus 5 new monster cards, such as Dvalin, Signora, and Ajdaha, will be obtainable from the corresponding tavern challenges. But that's not all. The Forge Realms Temper event will also be making a reappearance, and there will be an update to the Heated Battle mode. Be on the lookout for future announcements.
There's TCG content to look forward to outside the game as well. The Genius Invocation TCG Asia Invitational will officially begin in January 2024.
What?
Travelers can look forward to some friendly competition between 16 of the top TCG players all across Asia. I heard they're some of the best in the region. So cool. Be sure to follow the Astro Carnival X or Twitter account to stay up to date on the latest news about this epic showdown.
Oh my gosh, this is all so exciting!
Mhm.
Well, hang on to that feeling, because we're taking a short break to look at the next group of redemption codes. We'll be
I'm
back
just
to
looking
sharing
at
more exciting
Kazuha with the
information
cat.
about version 4.3 in just a moment.
Yay! Backtrack. Welcome back, travelers! We've introduced a lot of content, and we've gotten a ton of inspiration for our commercial. Honestly, our promotion is definitely shaping up.
Totally.
But before we reveal our new idea, let's dive
Oh
into the
yeah, I saw the
system
post
optimizations
about
that
the
project team has prepared for version
optimizations.
4.3.
Tasty, tasty
Okay.
optimizations.
First, we have some artifact-related optimizations to introduce.
But-
with an ever-increasing amount of artifact sets to choose from,
Loadouts
many
when?
travelers may have been hoping
Please.
for a better and quicker way
I
to
have
filter and
one
locate
clam
desired
set that
artifacts.
I'm shuffling
After the
around
version
between like
4.3
4
update,
characters.
Travelers can check out
Please.
artifact set recommendations for a given character.
This
to
is
see
really
what
good
artifact
though.
sets active players have been choosing for that character recently.
That's cool.
This seems really good.
In addition, an automatic locking function has been added. Now, when filtering artifacts in your inventory, you can lock the artifacts that fit your filter specifications in batches. With the automatic locking function, newly acquired artifacts that fit your locking criteria will automatically be locked when added to your inventory.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
Travelers
cool.
can have up to 2 preset auto-lock plans for each artifact set. Travelers
Oh my
can choose
God,
their
that's a
own or
lot.
follow the recommended settings summarized for active player data. Since it may take some time to collect the necessary statistics, new artifact sets will not feature recommended locking settings immediately.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, if you can lock artifacts in batches, you can unlock them in batches as well. Travelers can look forward to both of those features in the new update. That's not all though.
What?
Travelers will be able to sort artifacts by 3 different attributes. Plus, the artifact enhancement screen will allow travelers to add a greater amount of enhancement materials at once.
Wasn't I
The
just
enhancement limit
complaining
feature
about
will
that
also
like
be
last
available.
week?
Hopefully, these optimizations will not only make artifacts easier to find, but also quicker to level. Be on the lookout for future announcements to learn more.
The project team is always working hard to address your survey feedback. So, travelers should look forward to further artifact-related optimizations in future version updates.
Loadouts,
Improvements
loadouts,
to
loadouts,
equipping artifacts
loadouts.
and other artifact-related
Please.
optimizations are all in the works.
Hoyo, if you
In
hear us,
addition, The
please.
project team has made adjustments to provide smoother ascension and enhancement experiences for travelers. When you level up a character, enhance an artifact, or enhance a weapon, you no longer have to click so many pop-up windows.
Oh, that's awesome! As a new player using a few 1- and 2-star materials to level artifacts, the whole process might feel a bit slow, especially with pop-up windows appearing.
Totally. This new optimization significantly reduces the amount
my
of pop-up
God.
windows that we have to click through. So travelers can look forward to a much
Refinement.
smoother
We can
enhancement
do it all at
and leveling
once.
process. The next optimization has made it easier to repeat domain challenges. Previously, travelers who tried to continue domain challenges would be sent to the entrance of the domain. This meant they would have to run all the way to the center to start the challenge. But after this update, travelers who choose to continue in a domain challenge will load right next to the area where you actually start
I love
fighting,
that.
which is amazing. So happy farming, everyone!
It's such a small
Ugh.
thing,
Should
but
make it way easier for players
love
to
it.
farm artifacts for Navia.
Oh, yeah,
True, true.
definitely. In addition, version 4.3 has made it easier to clear your quest backlog. Archon Quest Chapter 2 Act 4, In the Depths, An Unexpected Reunion, takes place in the underground mines of the Chasm. In the past, travelers had to complete the world quests, Chasm Spelunkers, and the Heavenly Stones debris before being able to proceed to the Archon Quest. In this update, travelers no longer need to complete those 2 world quests. Instead, travelers can speak directly to the miner who issued the commission to unlock a teleport waypoint.
Oh.
It will take them to the corresponding area and automatically trigger the next steps of the Archon quest.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. This will hopefully make it easier for travelers to quickly progress through Archon quests.
So,
okay. I don't like this one. I don't like this update. I don't like this change because the reason why it was locked behind the world quests in the first place is because the world quest is supposed to unlock the chasm, because the chasm is like actively sealed and you have to break the seal. It's like if they added an Archon quest in Enkanomiya and were like, oh, but you don't have to go through the process of unlocking Enkanomiya. I can see why some people would like it, but I just... it breaks the story immersion.
Oh, cool. So that'll make it significantly easier for new or lapsed players to access the Archon quest and claim those sweet, sweet intertwined fates as fast as possible.
Yes, definitely.
For sure.
Also, one-click expeditions will be available
This,
starting in
however, I
version
love.
4.3. This will allow travelers to claim expedition rewards and repeat expeditions with a single click. Travelers will also be able to claim processed ingredients and forged items with a single click.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna make it easier to collect rewards from Catherine.
Definitely. There's also a ton of other quality of life improvements in this update. For example, optimizations have been made to enemy tracking with the Adventure Handbook and character selection logic during crafting and forging. In addition, when performing mystic offerings, travelers will now be able to add artifacts in batches. There's a lot to look forward to, so be sure to check future announcements for more information. Okay, moving on from optimizations, a new Fontaine-style realm layout will be added to the Serenity Pot. Simply purchase the corresponding items from Tubby to unlock it.
Ah, it looks like an
Oh
aquarium.
my god.
Right?
Underwater
Travelers can use ocean
house!
currents to travel between the islands in this layout. Some islands
Underwater
even have ponds
house!
that travelers can use to keep fish.
It looks like a
Oh.
cool underwater kingdom. It's just so pretty.
Yeah. And they'll be even prettier once travelers have the chance to make them their own. I'm so excited to see what everyone's going to come up with. Especially my friend's teapots.
Ah, you just want to copy their designs, don't you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I knew it.
My
I have
teapot will
another
forever
piece of
remain
super exciting news
Inazuma
to share
style,
with everyone.
but,
Okay, I
but
know, right?
this looks really
The
cool.
annual Genshin Impact online concert, Melodies of an Endless Journey, is coming soon.
Yay!
I heard this year's concert is going to celebrate Genshin's classic melodies in an entirely new way. Let's take a sneak peek at some of the amazing moments that this concert has in
Ooh.
store.
Last year was wild. They had like bandmade and stuff. Oh. I will say though, I tend to like Honkai 3rd's concerts better than
The
Genshin's.
2023 Genshin concert held in Shanghai last September will also be online soon. So stay tuned, travelers.
Whoa, so we
Oh.
have 2 online concerts to look forward to?
Yep. Further details
mean, they're
will
both
be announced
good. The-
across
the
Genshin
Honkai 3rd
Impact's
ones are
official
just
social
better.
media accounts. So be on the lookout for more information. At the end of version 4.3, travelers can also look forward to the release of the 4th Genshin Impact character OST album.
You know what this means? You know what this means? Stellar Moments Volume 4. You know what this means? Wanderer demo theme is finally gonna be released.
Stellar Moments Volume 4.
I've been
The
waiting
album
for this
will
for
feature
a
26
year.
character songs created by the Hoyo Mix team.
Wait, we're finally getting Alhaitham and Wanderer's OSTs!
Yes!
And Serena's song too. Her song All the World's a Stage has already been getting a ton of love.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, well, that's all the new information we have to share about the update. So
Oh, I've been
I guess
waiting
that means
for
it's
so
time for the
long
version 4.3 special program to
for
come to a
Stellar Moments
close.
Volume 4.
Aw.
But we haven't even come up with a plan for our Chioria Boutique commercial.
Actually, we've already finished shooting it.
You're right. The special program was a pretty good commercial. I'm certainly not going to forget the name Chioria Boutique after this.
Totally. Oh my gosh, we really did cover a lot of important information today.
For sure. The most important part is our final word from our sponsor, Chioria Boutique. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm so excited to be a part of Genshin Impact, and I cannot wait for all of you to meet Chevres.
Totally.
We
I
finally
feel
have
exactly
the double
same.
Erica.
Can't wait to see more Navia in her fighting action. And also, can't wait for little swimming sealies.
Yes.
They are so cute.
So
Oh my
cute.
goodness.
And I think the new mini games are really fun, especially the one where we get to make like a little movie.
Yes.
Well, I am just so glad that the three of us have been able to do this special program together. This has been so much fun.
Too. Really fun,
And
yeah.
that's all we have for the version 4.3 special program. I hope that everyone's looking forward to experiencing all this exciting new content for themselves. Be sure to check it out when the update goes live.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye guys. See you later.
Bye.
Hello, Zhongli. Museum. Oh, is it that art culture thing they've been doing? Cool. So, 4.3 looks fun. I'm looking forward to it. What the heck is in my recommended videos? 4.3 looks fun. Navia, please come home. So, I will see you all next time.